Level 1. The newborn cub. You are born in the dark. January. The den smells of frozen earth and your mother's fur. You weigh less than a pound. Your eyes are sealed shut. You have never seen anything, and you will not for another 6 weeks. Your only job is to find warmth and hold on. You crawl toward your mother's body by heat alone. You nurse while she sleeps. She is not fully awake and not fully asleep. Her body makes milk without eating. You take it without asking. You make noise constantly. Soft mewling that never stops. This is how she knows you are alive. Silence means you are not. You have a littermate. You press together. This is your first and most important alliance. Above you is everything. Your mother is food and heat and the only fact in the world. Below you is nothing. You are the bottom of every hierarchy that exists. 3 feet of snow sits above the den. You have never seen snow. You have never seen anything. You are alive. For now, that is the whole story. Level 2. The yearling. Spring comes. Your mother stands. She moves toward the light at the end of the den, and you follow her out into a world so large and bright and loud that your whole body locks up for a moment. Then the smell hits. Everything at once. Mud and pine and something dead 200 yards east, and 100 other things you have no name for yet. Your job is to follow. Stay within 30 feet of her at all times. Eat what she eats. Watch what she watches. When she freezes, you freeze. When she runs, you run before you know why. You are learning to read the world through her body. You eat constantly. Grubs under bark, early berries, sedge grass at the marsh edge. Your belly is round. Your paws are too big for the rest of you. One afternoon, you try to approach another bear at a berry patch. Your mother hits you so hard you roll twice in the dirt. You do not try again. You den with her again in November. You are 15 pounds now. She is 250. You press into her side the same way you did in January. But now you know, just barely, what is outside. Level 3. The dispersing juvenile. She turns on you in your second spring. Not with violence. Something colder than that. She makes a sound you have never heard her aim at you before, and she does not move when you try to follow. You look back once. She is already gone. You have nothing. No territory. No cash. No status. Every adult bear you encounter owns a piece of this landscape, and you own none of it. You move constantly because stopping means confronting someone bigger than you in a place that belongs to them. You remember what she showed you. Fruiting trees, grub logs, the marsh where the sedge comes in thick in June. Memory is not the same as knowledge. You make mistakes. You eat things that barely count as food. You approach a stream where a large male is already fishing, and you read his posture in time to back away, belly low, without making a sound. You cross a highway because you smelled food on the other side. The trucks are incomprehensible. You cross anyway. You find a huckleberry slope on a north-facing hillside that no other bear has found yet. You eat for 6 hours without looking up. This is the first thing in the world that is yours. Level 4. The subadult. You are 4 years old. Your body has been rewriting itself all summer. You are 180 pounds and still growing, and for the first time, things move out of your way. Cubs scatter when you approach. Yearlings yield the log you want. It feels like information about what is coming, but the Salmon River shows you the truth. 30 bears fish the run in late August. The best pools belong to the biggest males. You fish the margins. You eat what drifts to the edges. Your body knows the center pool is better. You cannot change the math yet. You catch your first salmon clean. You feel its weight. You are already tasting it when a large male steps toward you. You release the fish. You step back. You go hungry on a river full of food. Above you, the dominant male moves through the gathering like weather. Every bear reads him the same way and reorganizes accordingly. Below you, the younger animals yield. You are in the middle, pressing upward against something that has not broken yet. Your body is in its prime. You are capable of winning. You can feel it the way you feel weather before it arrives. But capable and permitted are different things. Level 5. The Young Sow. You den in January with 2 cubs the size of squirrels. You position your body between them and the entrance without thinking about it. Instinct is architecture. Everything your mother did for you, you now do for them. You nurse while barely awake. You keep your body temperature up for 3 animals. You emerge in March thin and immediately hungry with 2 small things that cannot survive a single hour without you. You teach them what berries are, what logs hold grubs, how to read the wind, what posture a bear makes when it is deciding whether to attack. That last lesson is the most important. A dominant male will kill your cubs, not out of cruelty. Out of biology, dead cubs means you return to estrus. His instinct and yours are running in opposite directions, and he is larger than you. He approaches your feeding site in July. You are half his size. You charge him anyway, screaming, every hair up. He retreats. Not because you beat him, because the math shifts when a sow is defending cubs. You win this time. Your cubs survive the summer, both of them. You do not celebrate. You are already reading the next tree line. Level 6. The Subordinate Boar. You are 400 pounds, and there is one bear in this watershed who makes that feel like nothing. You know where his territory ends, and yours begins. The boundary is not marked on anything. You feel it in your chest when you get close. His claw marks on the tree are 6 feet up. You reach as high as you can. Your marks are lower. You make them anyway. You fish the salmon run at dawn before he arrives. For 1 hour, the river is yours. You catch what you need, and you are gone before the morning opens up and the hierarchy reassembles around the prime pool. You learn his patterns the way you learned your mother's. You map the gaps. During mating season, you range further than he can cover. Hundreds of miles in a season. You find sows in the spaces between his patrols. His dominance is territorial, and you have learned to work the edges of it. He arrives at the river one afternoon while you are fishing. You move without being asked. No sound, no confrontation. You simply relocate and continue. You have done this many times. You will not always do it. He is 9 years old. You are 4. Bears hold dominance for 2 to 4 years before a younger male displaces them. You can wait. Level 7. The Dominant Sow. You have raised 3 litters on this mountain. You know which corner of the high meadow floods in June. You know which pine stand drops the heaviest nuts in September. You know the den your mother dug because it is the same one you improved 6 years ago and sleep in still. Your daughters have dispersed to ranges adjacent to yours. They use trails you made. They find food sources you found first. This is the closest thing bears have to legacy. Not territory handed down through ceremony. Just knowledge pressed into the landscape over years until the landscape holds its shape. A younger sow moves toward your huckleberry slope in August. You do not charge. You do not make a sound. You stand and look at her. She leaves. Your reputation has become a physical fact that precedes you. Above you, dominant males are still larger and still relevant during mating season. You navigate around them rather than under them. Below you, the mountain has been learning your patterns for 11 years. You know more about how to survive here than any other animal alive. The cost is that knowledge cannot protect you from time. Your teeth are wearing. The cubs come a little harder each year. What you have built is real. What you have built cannot be kept. Level 8. The Apex Bore. You walk into the salmon run and the water reorganizes around you. 30 bears are fishing. The parting happens in a wave outward from where you step, silent and immediate, like a signal moving through the river itself. Nobody challenges you. Nobody looks at you directly. You take the prime pool at the center without asking, because asking is not a concept that applies to you anymore. You are 600 pounds in late summer. You stand at the marking tree and reach as high as your body allows. 9 feet, the highest mark on the trunk. No other bear comes close. You drag your claws down through the bark slowly, and then you fish. You eat the brain and the eggs and leave the rest for the eagles. You can afford to be selective. You have never been able to afford that before. In spring, you range 300 miles, tracking sows in estrus. This is the biological reason for everything that came before. Every margin you were pushed to, every salmon you surrendered, every dawn patrol at an empty river. It was the price of admission to this. The young males who challenge you carry fresh scars after. You carry older ones. Every year, there are more of them, and the recovery takes longer than it did. You are the most surveilled animal in the watershed. Hunters pay tens of thousands of dollars for a tag with your description on it. They want the biggest male. They want the dominant. They want you specifically because of what you are. The target and the trophy are the same thing. Level 9. The Old Boar. You arrive at the prime pool and a young male does not move immediately. The pause lasts 2 seconds. Then he moves. You stand in the current and catch your fish and do not let him see that you noticed. But you noticed. Your teeth are worn nearly flat. Cracking nuts takes longer. Processing salmon takes longer. Your body enters hyperphagia in August and works harder than it ever has to store fat that does not accumulate as fast as it once did. You emerge from the den each March a little thinner than the March before. The young male from the pool is back. He has challenged you twice and lost. He is here a third time. The fight is different this time, and you both know it halfway through. He does not beat you cleanly. But when it ends, you are the one who walks away from the prime pool, and he is the one standing in it. Your marks are still the highest on the tree. You made them when your body was different. They will outlast you. You den in November. The same hollow on the north slope you have used for 6 years. The snow comes, and the entrance disappears. The river freezes. The watershed goes quiet. Whether you emerge in March or not, the river does not pause. The cubs you fathered are already making their own marks on trees in valleys you have never visited. The hierarchy is already becoming what it will be without you. The mountain does not hold services. You came into the dark weighing less than a pound, blind, pressed against warmth you could not yet see. You leave having made every mark you were capable of making. The tree still holds them. That is all there is. That is everything there is.